Hello folks, this is David, and today I'm going to be taking you on a short trip from Red Bluff, California over to a little bush strip called 42C. It's just about probably 10-15 miles to the east of this airport. Strip is pretty short, so it'll be fun getting the Bonanza in and out of there. And I hope you all enjoy the video, kind of do a little tutorial bringing the Bonanza into some short strips as well. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get the airplane cranked up here, get the battery and alternators on. All that is set. Then bring the mixture in full forward, props already in full forward. Then bring the throttle all the way forward here and hit the boost pump. Get fuel pressure, count for 5 seconds. Alright, that can come off. Go ahead and pull the throttle back. Crack it just a little bit, and we will go ahead and fire it up. Feet on the brakes. Parking brake is on. We'll have them there just for some extra security. Alright, we got a good start. Oil pressure is up into the green. We'll go and bring our avionics on here and go ahead and get the ATIS tuned in here while we're waiting on the 530 to power up.
Kilo Romeo Bravo Lima, automated weather observation 2000 Zulu. Wind 321 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 14C, dew point 10C, altimeter 3042. Kilo Romeo Bravo Lima, automated weather observation 2000 Zulu. Wind 321 at 6. Visibility 10.
Alright, won't be needing GPS today anyway. Alright, we'll go ahead and throw on the beacon nav lights here. We're just getting ready to start our taxi out. Brakes coming off. Red Bluff traffic, Bonanza 556 Delta Whiskey taxiing from the ramp to the active. Red Bluff traffic. I want to set the right frequency. Red Bluff traffic, Bonanza 556 Delta Whiskey is exiting to the active. Red Bluff traffic. Watch out for our taxi lights here. There's no traffic around us, so we can just go ahead and do the run up here on the ramp. I'll go ahead and shut this now, just so it's a little less noise in here. Alright, we'll go ahead and bring it up to 1800 RPM. Do our mag check. Just a slight drop there. Cycle the prop. Alright, got plenty of static pressure for the instruments. Go ahead and check the idle. Alright, it idles good, doesn't quit on us. That buttoned up. Alright, this will be a flap set takeoff. Check the trim real quick. Alright, it is good to go. Red Bluff traffic, Bonanza 556 Delta Whiskey is departing runway 33, be a turnout to the east, Red Bluff traffic. Yeah, coming through 1,000, we'll go ahead and set climb power, about 25 square. And I didn't even bother throwing anything in the GPS, so it's pretty easy to get over there. So, and we'll leave the cow flaps open since by the time we get up to altitude, we're going to go over at 2,500 today. By the time we get up there, we'll be starting our descent back down into the airport. So we're pretty close to it. There's no point in closing the cow flaps. We're just going to have them right back open for the approach phase, because definitely going to need them open. We're going to be coming in pretty slow. Alright, so as we're climbing here, you can see my manifold pressure is dropping off there a little bit. We'll just add just a tinge of throttle to keep that manifold up there at 25 inches. Keep some better cooling, more fuel going into the cylinders, keep them a little cooler. Let's pop about 50, 75 feet above my planned altitude. Put the power up. And let's do a gradual descent back down. That's going to help the airplane get up to cruise speed just a little bit quicker. Red Bluff traffic, Bonanza 556 Delta Whiskey is departing the area to the east. Final call, Red Bluff traffic. Alright, we're good and cruised out here. We'll go ahead and forward back to 23 square. 23 on the manifold, 23 on the props. And once again, since we're going to be starting back down here in a second, I'm not going to take the time to lean it out or anything. Just run it full ridge. You see that little flat area up there? The runway is just down that slope there. So what we're going to do is we'll make 2 passes just to ensure that the runway is clear, and we'll go from there. So what I'll do now is I'm just going to start a slow and gradual descent down. Keep that manifold at 23 for the descent. Keep from shock cooling the cylinders. And I could probably close the cowl flaps up. I'm just not too concerned about it, because we're keeping that power up, so it shouldn't matter too much. Now you will see as I start my descent here, that manifold pressure is building back up. So we'll just need to kind of, once in a while, pull that manifold back just a little bit. No CTAF over here, so no announcements, so we'll just have to kind of keep our eye out for any other traffic. The runway is just down below this peak here. Alright, everything looks good from that direction. Now we'll make one with the sun on our backs, just so we can see anything else we may not notice in the first pass. Yeah, I'll pop it up into downwind, gears out. Got our first notch of flaps there. Props coming all the way in. Trim it. Now we'll go ahead and go our second notch of flaps. Alright, so it's a pretty short runway. It's kind of one way in, one way out with this airplane. So, because you can't really make the landing safely going downhill, especially with that hill you just had to come around there. So as we're doing this, definitely keeping an eye on that airspeed. 80 knots is safe in the Bonanza, but just keep an eye on it. Don't want to bleed it off in that turn. It's real easy for that to happen. I'm going to come in just a little bit on the approach, low on the approach. And once we get set up, we're going to pull it back to about 70 knots. Alright, we're established and looking good. A little fast. So what we're going to transition to here in a second, we're going to transition from airspeed to AOA. We're going to be right on the stall buzzer here. Power's coming out. And just let her come down, get that back pressure on, hold that nose well off. Flaps are coming up. Put some more weight on the wheels there, help it get stopped quicker. And that's it. As you can see, the Bonanza fits into this little field perfectly. Pretty safe to get in and out. And what we'll do is we'll run our trim down. We're gonna head right back out of here again. Put that up for a second there. Alright, the trim's reset. Flaps are going to come into half for this one. We'll watch our wingtip on that fence over there. A little bit closer. There we go. Swing the airplane around. Still having that back pressure on the yoke. Just keeping as much weight off that nose wheel as I can. Alright. Power's going to be coming all the way up. We're going to hold till we get full RPMs. Yoke all the way. Here we go. As our airspeed increases, we're going to release some back pressure on that yoke. What we're trying to do here is just get the least amount of weight on that nose wheel, or just get that nose wheel off, just like I got here. Airplane's going to be flying. There she goes. She's flying. Get the gear up, clean it up. What we're going to do is make a shallow bank down into this valley here so we can pick up a little bit of airspeed. Now we got 80 knots. We can go ahead and clean it up. That airspeed come up to about 100 knots, have a little bit of airspeed to play with, and we can start our climb. Kind of clear our obstacles here, and then we'll set climb power, and we'll head on down to the next field here, and that'll be in the next video. I'm not going to bore you all with an hour-long flight. Go ahead and set climb power. And off we go. Thanks for watching, folks, and stay tuned for some more Bush series in the Bonanza. Thanks.